Oh, sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, please stand and join us in welcoming the Elizabeth Andrews High School Class of 2025. We will now stay standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Please now welcome Ms. Sheila Jones to the podium.
Welcome to the Elizabeth Andrews High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. I am Ms. Sheila Jones, one of the proud instructional specialists of Elizabeth Andrews High School. I want to acknowledge the members of our DeKalb County School District community who joined us on stage for this special occasion. Please stand as I call your name. Mr. Dejan DaCosta, DeKalb County School District Board, District 6. Dr. Devon Q. Horton, Superintendent, DeKalb County School District. Dr. Michelle Dillard, Chief of Schools. Please also join me in welcoming our direct support for Elizabeth Andrews High School, Mr. Derek Hardy, Area Superintendent for Horizon Schools. Mr. Damian Bounds, Executive Administrator of Horizon Schools. And again, join me in welcoming our wonderful administrative team. Dr. Angelia Major, Principal. Mr. Ulysses Folston, Assistant Principal. Dr. Philip James, Interim Assistant Principal. Dr. Edwina Boggs, Interim Assistant Principal. And join me also in welcoming our wonderful counseling team, Mrs. Capricia Kegler, Lead Counselor, Ms. Ashley Smith. Finally, join me in giving a round of applause for our amazing teachers and staff who have worked diligently throughout the year to help your students reach this wonderful milestone. At this time, please welcome Ms. Sway Armstrong to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. Teachers, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025. Today marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Through our high school years, we have learned and discovered who we are. We've experienced moments of stress, success, laughter, and valuable lessons that we will carry with us forever. Let's take a moment to thank the people who helped us reach this point, our support systems, our teachers for their guidance, and our classmates for the unforgettable memories we've made together. When I reflect on high school and the obstacles we've faced, I think of one of my favorite songs, Don't Dream It's Over. This song reminds me that although this chapter is closing, new challenges lie ahead. Fortunately, I now have enough experience to navigate whatever comes my way, both good and bad. The guidance and courage I've gained from these past 4 years will help me when I feel lost. And additionally, this song holds significance for me because it emphasizes that although we may fall short sometimes, we must get back up because it's never truly over. One thing that keeps me motivated day after day is how the sun always manages to shine behind the clouds. And when it finally gets the chance, it shines bright for all of us to enjoy. I believe that everyone in this room possesses the ability to shine bright, whether for yourself or those who need a little light in their lives. As we go our separate ways, let's remember we are capable of so much more than we realize. Let's move forward with confidence, kindness, and courage to pursue our goals, no matter how big or uncertain they may seem. Finally, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to every teacher, administrator, counselor, and our principal, Dr. Major. I know I wouldn't be standing here today without all of you, and I'm sure many of my fellow students feel the same way. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it. At this time, please welcome Mr. Sean Wise to the podium.
Before we begin, I would ask you all to stand as we take a moment to honor those that could not be here today and the loved ones that have guided us here. Thank you all. You may be seated. I am honored to stand before all of Elizabeth Andrews High School, students, faculty, family, and my friends. Today marks the most significant milestone of our lives thus far as we close this chapter in our lives. Your presence shows a perfect image of a perfect future. We, the youth, gaining all honors, and our families and our friends lining the stands to support us. Together, as our families and as classmates, we have all achieved so much in such short time. I come from among all of you. I was there with you from 1st to 5th, from 6th to 8th, and these past few years, from 9th to 12th, and even through the challenges of a global pandemic. But having made it through all of that, I can now proudly say, we can all proudly say, that these hardships have been overcome. In my time here, I've come across some misconceptions about myself, one of them being that I was here to graduate early. But I'm here to tell you that it's not the case. I began my high school career as a freshman at Arabian Mountain High School in the marching band, and I was optimistic about a really fresh start I had, and everything was going perfectly fine. However, our band faced a COVID outbreak, and that led to quarantines that took away from my work and even struck my family personally, and we lost my grandmother. And that guilt and that grief, I say, it has stayed with me, and it shaped my experience, not even just as a person, but as a high schooler. And from then on, my momentum in life was cut off, and as I returned to school, I had no motivation, and my grades did suffer. During these difficult years, I lost so much that I felt I had nothing left. And I realized that if moving up was not possible, I could at least move myself forward. So I focused on building up my willpower and my faith until I eventually rose from that despair. And in doing so, I understand something now that I would like to share with you, all of my peers. We have all faced similar struggles. We have all faced these things, but there is something more powerful even than that great sadness that you may feel. It's something that we have every morning when we wake up and every night before we go to sleep. It is what this school represents to each and every one of us, regardless of what we are. It is a chance. We all have a chance. And I would ask you all to take me as proof that despite any setbacks that you may face in this life, you can always stand up and face whatever challenges stand in your way. But there is an even greater chance, one that's even greater than graduating not just on time, but being able to wear a cap and gown when you were held back in 9th grade. I say that leaving high school, that gives us the greater chance to live meaningfully, not just to reflect any stereotypes of ourselves or our families. And so on this very significant day, on this podium, on this stage, and in this great hall, I would urge us all to unite as one, as a family, as brothers and as sisters, and refusing to let any kind of division or hatred control or divide us. Because this division is created by those that would want to exploit us. And we can't allow ourselves to be corrupted. I speak directly to each and every one of you and each and every one of you. In this world, we cannot allow ourselves to be corrupted. We must stand triumphant over these forces of corruption. I look to all of you in the stands and in the seats, and I see a youthful, powerful people, regardless of your age, because you can be young in mind and old in body. I look at all of you, and I respect those that may disagree with me, but I feel as though I would be outrightly sinful and disloyal if I did not bring honor towards him who brought me here today. And so at this moment, I would like to give all the glory and honor of myself to God, because his achievement is not mine and mine alone. And as I look around, and I know I haven't been up here long, but as I look around, I see all of you, and I see your faces, and I see that some of you have heard this call to action. Some of you will look inside yourselves, and you will inspect, and you will see that what I say about you all is true. You have that power. You have that strength. I say this to you now, and I know that you will make these positive changes, and you will find all the joy and possibilities for a brighter future together with the elders guiding us, and with we the youth as the fighting force at the vanguard at the very front. Let it be known that despite the challenges we face, we carry within us an unshakable spirit and unshakable faith. And so as I conclude, I will say once more, I see your eagerness to tackle the world's challenges. And so what I would ask you all to share these words with all those with ears willing to hear. And as I say these final words, I would ask you all to raise up your voices. Raise up your voices quite so loud that you may not even be able to hear anymore. To you, my people, I say, may you all live long. May you all live long and be blessed. And now, I would have you all welcome our esteemed principal, Dr. Major, to the podium. Thank you all.
I don't know how I can go after that. Good afternoon, fellow graduates, faculty, family, and friends. I'm trying to fight back my tears at this moment because this has been a year of a lot of push, a lot of obstacles and ups and downs, crying babies, crying parents, but we made it, we are here. As we gather here today to celebrate an incredible milestone in these young adult lives, I want to take a moment to appreciate the unique journey that has brought them all to this point. Graduating from high school is a significant achievement, especially for those who choose a non-traditional route. Today, they stand before you not just as graduates, but as a resilient individual, each with their own story of perseverance and growth. The word elevate has been resonating in my thoughts lately, and I want to share the meaning with you all. To elevate means to lift something higher, a higher position, or to raise one's status. But it isn't just about physical elevation. It embodies the idea of rising above challenges, pushing through obstacles, and striving for greatness, traits that define each and every single one of you. In a world that often seems intent on keeping you grounded, you have consistently chosen to elevate yourself. You faced obstacles that may have felt insurmountable at times, whether they arose from personal struggles, academic challenges, or societal pressures. Yet, here you are, not only having faced these challenges, but having triumphed over them. Each late night studying, working, every moment spent overlooking doubts, each time you picked yourself right back up. Setback after setback, you kept on showing up. Which is why you are sitting here today. I want to remind each of you to remember this moment. The culmination of your hard work, your determination, and your refusal to give up. Think about all the late nights, the teachers calling, administrators pushing you, and all of your family and your friends that are here witnessing your moment, pushing you too. Every moment of struggle has been a stepping stone towards elevation. As you move forward into your next chapter of life, carry the lessons you've learned and the strength you've built. Remember that life will undoubtedly throw more obstacles your way. It is part of the journey called life. But I urge you to embrace these challenges, to view them as opportunities to elevate yourself even further. When you encounter hardships, remember how far you've already come and know that you have the power to continue to rise above it. Graduates, continue to elevate yourself and others as you venture into the world. Don't be afraid to reach out for support and to be a support to others. Be mindful of the company you keep. I'm going to say that again. Be mindful of the company you keep. And create a future filled with possibilities and hope. You are a testament to what it means to push through adversity and emerge as victorious. Congratulations to the class of 2025. May you always remember to elevate a little higher, a little further with each step you take. At this moment, Elizabeth Andrews High School class of 2025, please stand. By the authority vested in me as your proud principal, I do hereby certify that the students present have completed their prescribed requirements set forth by the State Board of Education in the DeKalb County School District. Dr. Horton, I respectfully request that their diplomas be released for distribution and right thereto. Please be seated. Please welcome to the podium our amazing superintendent, Dr. Devon Q. Horton.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, class of 2025. How you feeling? Wait a minute. How are you all feeling? You know, I was going to read this thing that I wrote, but I kind of want to tell my story for you all because as you look around in this audience, there's some people here that made this possible, that supported you through all of your trials and tribulations throughout your life. And you're going to continue to have and need support. So I'm going to tell you about this story about a mule called Old Warwick. All right? So how many of y'all have used an actual physical map before? Not your phone. Stand up if you use an actual physical map in the graduating class. See? So this story is going to be great. Mr. Wise, I knew you used one. Now you probably built a couple of maps, my brother. All right, take a seat. Here's the thing. So there was a gentleman who was riding, taking a journey, trying to get, just exploring, trying to get to a location. And he was traveling across the country. And he was driving and he was using a map. Now, see, me, when I went to my college, I used to drive from Chicago to Jackson, Mississippi back in the 90s. And I used to have to use a physical map. That's a 12-hour drive. No navigation. It's not telling me to turn left, right, whatever. My mind had to work to say, this map says I need to get to this destination. I'm going to turn right here, go left there, and go straight. So you have to use a map. So he's on the highway. And I'm going to say this, like you're on the highway right now, right? As graduates, you're on the highway going somewhere with your future. So he's on the highway, and he's looking at the map, and he accidentally veers off the road. And he veers off the road, and he gets stuck. He didn't hurt himself because the map failed, and he was trying to reach for it. So now he's trying to get his car out, right? How many of y'all felt like you were stuck and you was trying to get somewhere, right? You're trying to do something before you came to Elizabeth Andrews, correct? You're trying to get somewhere. He says, okay, I can't get this car out. So he sees a house. It's a little country road. He walks over, knocks on the door. This guy opens the door, and he says, how can I help you? And he said, sir, my car's stuck on the road. Do you have a phone? well, I don't have a phone, but I think I can help you. He said, how can you, like, I don't see any cars out here. How can you help me? He said, well, I'm going to, I got my mule that I'm going to bring out and help you get out. And so the guy's like from the city, he's like, what? How you going to help a mule help me? My car's stuck. He said, trust me. Let me help you. How many of you all have people in this room right now that said, trust me, let me help you? Raise your hand. Give them some love. They said that, right? And how many of y'all didn't think that help was going to come? It was like, well, okay, I go to you because you're my mom, you're my dad, you're my teacher, my principal, my friend, my cousin, but you might not be able to help me out of this. So he says, okay, I'll give you a shot. Walks back to the car with the mule. He gets to the mule. He hooks the mule up to the car. And he's like, what? He's like, so get back because old Warwick is about to go to work. And so he's like, okay, the guy's not believing him. And he says, just hold on. He said, pull, this is the guy who owns the mule. He says, pull it, Kevin. Pull it, Robert. Pull it, Devon. And the guy looking around like, who is he talking to? Oh, pull it, old Warwick. And old Warwick pulls the car onto the road out of nowhere. And so the guy's like, why did you call those other names? And you know what he said? He said, see, my mule is blind. But he said, if he thinks that if others are working together to help him, he's going to give it all he got. And he got that car on that road. You got mules in this audience that's supporting you. They gave it all they got, and you are receiving this. As hard as you work, you have sacrificed a lot. But don't ever underestimate those who supported you. No one does it alone. And as you move into this next journey of your life, remember, use your lifelines. This is not like a video game or a TV show where you run out of them. Never be too proud to reach back for support or reach forward to get someone to help you pull you up. I know I've done it my whole life. As a superintendent, I stand here knowing that I didn't do this alone. And you cannot step into space and say, now that I made it, I'm grown. You might have children. You might have jobs. You might have bills you have to pay. But understanding, you're going to have to be able to reach out for help. And why is that important? If you burn your bridges with the help, if you don't show the respect and they can't see that you're putting your best foot forward, think about the challenge. Because if that man would have told him, hey, no, I don't want to use your mule, that ain't going to work. I'm going to walk down another 2-3 miles and find me another house. Who knows what would have happened to that car? How would he have gotten back on that road? But again, stay focused, stay connected. And when we do this together, when I say we are graduating with you to the next phase of your life. And I got a question. For those of you who have plans to enroll into a 2-year or 4-year college, when you graduate, please stand up. Now, that's the enrollment plan. You are on the enrollment plan. Stay standing. You have worked really hard. Society has told you this is the route you need to go, right? But I'm going to give you a little knowledge. 40% of students that go to college don't complete it. Be historic. Defy the odds. Like you're doing today, that data can't tell you that you can't get it done. So you're going to run into these roadblocks, and you're going to need to lock in. And the mules that's sitting in this audience, on the stage, we're going to be here to help you. But stay committed. Don't become a statistic. You are already defying the odds. Stay the course. Let's get them another hand. Take a seat. For those of you who are anyone going into the enlistment, into the military, please stand. I want to start off by saying thank you for your service. It's much needed. Like we're a country that's built on democracy, and sometimes we have to do what we need to do to protect it, even if it's from our own selves. Thank you for your commitment. There are so many opportunities. This is our enlistment pathway. Thank you for your service. You may have a seat. Now, how many of you are getting ready to just go straight out in the employment workforce and get that money? Stand up. Who's got jobs? Who's going for the jobs? I hope that you stay in DeKalb County because we need you. We also need you to pay taxes too, like you're doing. You know, when you file your taxes, it helps us to pay for schools and keep great leaders and great teachers and leadership inside of our district. But no, thank you. We need the workforce. The workforce is struggling. And we need talented people who are going to go into the field and fill those gaps and make sure that we get what we need. Because there's a lot of opportunity in the workforce. Please stay the course and do not get comfortable with where you are in the workforce. Keep elevating. And remember that the way you treat people, right? And you're always working and looking forward and positioning yourself for that next move. You might go in at an entry-level position now, but if you position yourself as if you're the CEO, take it from experience. It's going to put you on that pathway. So don't just look at it as a job. This is your future, and it's a lot of opportunities that come from that. Let's give them another hand. Thank you. Have a seat. Where are my entrepreneurs that's going on a business pathway? Let's stand up. It may be salon owners, barbershop owners, grocery store, clothing store, things that we don't even know that exist right now. But I'll say this to the audience. The entrepreneur world has made more millionaires than any other profession in our country. Stay the course, build a plan, follow through, do it all. And you don't have to have just one E-plan. You can work right now and still be on an entrepreneurial journey. You can be in the military and still be on an entrepreneurial journey. You can go to college and still be employed, but make sure that not a single person that walks across the stage you cannot say, I don't have a plan. It may feel like pressure, but pressure do one or two things. It busts pipes, or create diamonds. And this, you've shown you are a class full of diamonds. Thank you. Take a seat. I got 3 things I want to leave you with before I pass it over to get you moving. Number 1, you must embrace resilience. Life will present challenges, but remember how you persevered through unprecedented times to reach this milestone. Let that same determination guide you forward. Second, seek growth. Whether you're enrolling in college, entering the workforce, enlisting in the military, or launching your own business, never stop learning. Growth is the key to unlocking your full potential. I remember when I finished up high school, I'm like, whoo, I'm tired. My mom said, well, I don't know why, because you got that next step. There are a lot of people that get to that goal and they're like, I'm done, I'm tired. No, just rejuvenate, take a couple of days off, and get back at it, because you're young and you got it. Seek growth. Whether you're enrolling in college, I said that part, I'm sorry. Never stop unlocking your full potential. Third, this is really critical. I think more than any other graduating class in DeKalb County this school year, you have something very special that a lot of them can't give. Your experiences, your perseverance, the challenges that you have went through to get where you are, we need you to give back. Whether it's through a mentorship, whether it's being a volunteer, or just coming into the room to speak to students who may have been on the same pathway as you. They need to hear from you and know that there are people that's done exactly what they're trying to do. They want to connect with you. Wherever your path leads, remember to lift as you climb. I'm going to say that again. Lift as you climb. You cannot be, I'm on this on my own, I'm not reaching back. Reach back. And impact those around you, so whatever your plan is, right? All of us here in DeKalb will be rooting towards your success. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Your future is bright, and we can't wait to see all that you will accomplish. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. As the Superintendent and Chief Educational Officer of the DeKalb County School District, I present the class of 2025 for Elizabeth Andrews High School. I certify that these students have met all course requirements and have earned at a minimum 24 Carnegie units as established by Cognia, the State Board of Education, the Georgia Crediting Commission, and the DeKalb County Board of Education. Therefore, I am requesting that our board member, Mr. Dijon DaCosta release their diplomas. Let's welcome Mr. DaCosta.
How we doing this afternoon? Yeah, somebody didn't have enough coffee this morning. How we doing this afternoon? That's what I'm talking about. Good afternoon, everyone, and I want to thank our wonderful, awesome, and amazing superintendent, Dr. Devon Q. Horton. You all give him a round of applause. It's a wonderful story. You know, Dr. Horton, he tells a lot of meaningful stories, but he never really told me what that Q in his middle name stands for. But you know, today, I think that Q stands for questions. Because everybody's asking questions. Your mama's asking questions, your parents asking questions, your friends asking questions, and right now you probably looking at me asking questions right now like, what's next? Am I good enough? Am I really about to do this? Can I do this? Will I make it? But I'm here to tell you today that you did not just answer those questions with your words. You answer those questions with your actions by being present, by grinding, by your strength, and by your purpose, by being here today. My name is Dijon DaCosta, and I proudly serve as the immediate past chair of the DeKalb County Board of Education. And 20 years ago, I sat in the same exact seats that you all were sitting in. Raised in Stone Mountain, Georgia, and a proud product of the DeKalb County School District. To be honest, everyone has a story, but my story was never polished. But I am proud to be able to overcome a lot of the challenges. As your board member, I am here to do two things: to tell you the truth about life and to release your diplomas. But before I release your diplomas, I gotta tell you the truth about life. Class of 2025, I know life for you all have not been no crystal stick. You are here today because of the wonderful blessings of your parents, the prayers of your grandparents, and by the grace of the Almighty God. Some of you have made it through nights that you didn't even think you would survive. Some of you almost gave up on school, on life, and probably on yourself, but you didn't. Some of you were more than just students. You had to be soldiers. You had to fight battles that no one saw. You carried weight that no one helped you lift, and you still was able to rise. Now, scholars, let me be clear. The next chapter after high school won't hand you anything. And the world won't always applaud and celebrate you as well. You'll be faced with people who questions your worth before you even open up your mouth. You see, you'll be facing systems that are put in place by adults to make you fail. You'll be expected to lead while still healing from the traumatic experience you had to carry to get here. I don't think y'all understand. I don't think y'all feeling me right now. But here's what I know, though, scholars. You are not your GPA. You are not your transcript. You are not your mistake. You are perseverance. You are purpose. And you are potential. And you are exactly what this world did not see coming. So let me just remind you all, you didn't make it here to this moment by accident. You made it to this moment because you knew the power of education will unlock doors to greater opportunities and a prosperous future. Some may think that Elizabeth Andrews High School is the easy way out. But for me, I think it's the real way forward. It's where second chances become solid foundations. It's where setbacks turn into ultimate comebacks. It's where scholars don't just earn credits. You learn how to build character, strength, directions, and most importantly, confidence. It's not just about getting you across the stage. It's about growing into who you are and who you were supposed to be. It's just not just about school. It's about transformation. This is where the future's reclaimed and excellence are expected. So scholars, I need you all to do me a favor. You got to take a moment to reflect on this thing called life. Because I tell you now, the road will not be easy. Some of you all had to raise babies and siblings, clock into work and then clock into school, carry your homes, your families, your dreams all at one time. You sacrifice time, comfort, friendships, and fun. For what? For this. For this stage, for this moment, and for your future. Because while some people gave up, while others said school ain't for me, while folks outside of these walls who have counted you out, but now you gotta look at them because they gotta count you in, because you have something that some of these haters really can't say, and that is, I got my high school diploma. And that means something, y'all, because it's real, that's legacy, but most importantly, y'all, you all are breaking generational curses. Now, parents, now stop me if I'm lying now, because life, it really be lifing. Rent don't wait. Cars need gas. People change. Plans fall through. Time moves fast. Money runs out. And with all this stuff that's happening in this world, you'll find yourself questioning yourself again. But the difference now is that you have already proven that you can survive the storm. You have already overcome the doubt. You have lived your life with true prosperity and high aspirations. So, scholars, I have to tell you, you have to continue to stand on what you built. Stand on your name, stand on your principles, stand on your values, stand on your worth, but most importantly, keep standing on business. Now, scholars, now I told you I had two things that I needed to do, right? The first one to tell you about life, and the second one is to do what? The second one is to do what? I don't think y'all ready for this. Y'all ready? It's to release your diplomas. Dr. Devon Q. Horton, Champion Michelle Dillard, Dr. Hardy, Principal Majors, Dr. Majors, on the basis of your certification, I, Dijon B. DeKalb, accept your recommendation. The academic achievement of this class meets the course requirements established by Cognia, the Georgia Board of Education, the Georgia Accrediting Commission, and the DeKalb County Board of Education. And as your proud representative of the Board of Education, I officially authorize, y'all not ready. Y'all better get some more excited than that, because y'all know what they went through. Y'all know what they've been through. So I, Dijon DeKalb, officially authorize and release the presentations and diplomas of the class of 2025 here at the best school in DeKalb County, Elizabeth Andrews High Schools.
Please welcome Mr. William Bradley to the stage for the conferring of the diplomas.
Sway Love Hazuri Armstrong. Sean Wise. Shamiri Channer. David Alvarez. Arzo Abdullah Rahim. Jayla Boland. Jameer Bricker. Pearl Yvonne Bright Allen. Anaya Brown. Reginald Brown. Kyle Bryant. Diego Bustamante. Ethan Butler. Janaya Moore. Dactavius Moore. Ethan Malway. Kimberly Mitchell. Daisy Menendez. Mardina. Lily Diane Unique McNeil. Damian McCants. Brian Martinez. Naseen Marsh. Colin Manson. Denisha White. India Jelani Butler. Eugene Capers. Jamirica Carter. Nico Chappelle. Cameron Chopes. Kisai Cohen. Gazelle Contreras. Jaden Kraft. Chris Craig. Fan Chung. Kamarian Davis. Janae Ariana Ebb. Devin Miner. David Reyes. Kevon Ramsey. Khalees Pressey. Jamari Porterfield. Roy Edwards. Stephan Allen. Joshua Perez Uribe. Larry Perez. Christian Parker. London Odoms. Joseph Moss. Emily Oliveras. Jason Moore. Takuria Day. Malachi Dean. Sunshine Lewis. Etagano va Etagano. Kamari Forbes. Katora Fulton. Aaron Galloway. Ebenezer Gabore. Serenity Malaysia Griffin. Jennifer Garcia Vasquez. Giselle Henry. Justin Height. Nathaniel Haliso. Jalen Thomas. Andre Thomas. Kayla Thomas. Aninor Sharif. Kanaya Nicole Roberts. Jada Marie Denise Scott. Ronaldo Richmond. Diego Reyes. Mayrin Flores. Sophia Walter. Terrence Walker. Althea Herring. Brenacia Hood. Harold Moran. Kevin Rodrigo Serta. Biak Lung. Demaries Jackson. Classy Jackson. Debria Jackson. Jose Jimenez. Luis Antonio Jimenez Soriano. Catrice Kemp. Eric Kendall. Milo Key. Tamisha Woodard. Jordan Wright. Jada Lugo. Essence Lowe. Makai Zuber. Brian Villatoro. Emily Portillo Castellanos. Katia Sadello. Sharon Muse. Helen Yigsaw. Malachi Sims. Jada Quinn Premier Sultan. Alicia Taylor. Andre King. Sir Wesley Lawhorn. Say Lynn. Joel Monte Harris. Manuel Lacou. Creation Lanai Bland. Jordan Jenkins. Rafael Jimenendez. Ronald Livingston. Edward Daniels. Akira Johnson. Ashton McCowan. Anthony Williams. Lawrence Holmes. Camila Ramos. Juan Ramos. Giovanni Ramdeen. Thierry Nagasawa. DJ Dubose. Renasia Morgan. Jemiah Smith. Faith A.J. Waters. Zaira Humans.
Oh, goodness. Mm-hmm. That was it. Yeah. Good afternoon. My name is Miss Brittany Bush, one of the proud academic specialists at Elizabeth Andrews High School. The turning of the tassel symbolizes a turn in the road of your lives and the new beginning you are embracing. Class of 2025, please stand. Please join me in counting down to the turning of the tassel as you are recognized as the Elizabeth Andrews Class of 2025. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You all may be seated. Dr. Major, please return to the podium for your final remarks to the class of 2025.
This has been our largest class of graduates. Elizabeth Andrews had 207 graduates this year, and we're still counting. Class of 2025, I understand that we are navigating through an exceptionally challenging time. And this journey has undoubtedly been filled with uncertainties. I spent a lot of time reflecting on the message I want to leave with you. And I've realized that no words can fully capture the immense resilience and determination you have all demonstrated. Nevertheless, I want to share an inspiring poem titled Anyway, which is often attributed to Mother Teresa. This poignant piece emphasizes the importance of perseverance and faith. It encourages us to continue spreading kindness, even when confronted with negativity, and reminds us to nurture our relationship with God instead of being swayed by human judgment. Remember, your strength during these times is something to truly hold on to. Anyway, people are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. When you spend years building something, someone could destroy it overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give the world the best you've got anyway. You see, in the final analysis, it is between you and your God. It was never between you and them anyway. Class of 2025, congratulations once again. May you walk in your purpose. Thank you.